These studies acknowledge me, honestly. Put the seat back in the odyssey. Prodigy, little mama wanted something to swallow me. Whack ties.
Welcome to the Checkin Report. Today's topic, Fat Joe will be performing at ABC's New Year's Eve event with Ryan Seacrest. Now, if you don't know, Fat Joe has made statements about FBA, Foundational Black Americans, calling them dingy, dirty, broke N-words, labeling FBA as a hate-mongering group. FBAs are not a monolith. We are a lineage of people. He disrespected not only the millions of foundational Black Americans, but disrespected the ancestors of those foundational Black Americans, mine included. And ABC has an event that they do every New Year's Eve, and I believe Ryan Seacrest, he hosts it every year. It's called the New Year's Rockin Eve. New Year's Eve event that they have in New York City. Well, a host of people will be performing. They got DJ Cassidy on there. They got Ja Rule. They got Slick Rick, Dougie Fresh, and a host of others. But you got Fat Joe on the bill. We can't have that. I need people to reach out to ABC regarding this matter. This is a man who disrespected foundational Black Americans, has not clarified, has not apologized. We cannot in good faith enjoy our New Year's with him on our screen. We cannot in good faith go into the next year with this racism, with this benign neglect, with the derogatory statements towards foundational Black Americans. We cannot enjoy our New Year with Fat Joe on our screens. So, listen, I've reached out to ABC, but I want you guys to reach out to ABC. Reach out to ABC. Reach out and touch someone by the hand. Reach out and touch. Reach out to ABC. Here goes the emails. A lot of you have been asking for emails. A lot of you have been wanting the emails. Here goes the emails of ABC. Reach out to ABC. Tell them how you feel about Fat Joe doing a New Year's Eve rockin' event after his derogatory statements about foundational Black Americans. Let ABC know how you feel. Tell them how you feel about his derogatory statements. He has not clarified. And like I said, if Fat Joe made these statements about another particular group, would he be on that New Year's Eve event? I think they would have pulled the plug. I mean, look at Kanye West. You think Kanye West gonna be at the New Year's event? He made his remarks years ago. If he picked up the phone and tried to call ABC, they would tell him, "Listen, we're going to another direction." ABC, you need to tell Fat Joe you're going into another direction. We don't need you at the New Year's event. We don't need you. We'll let the welfare feed you. Go do a commercial for Rewind at 10. Go do something. Go do some type of New Year's event for CVS and Rewind at 10. We don't need you on ABC. So here goes the email. So if you guys want to reach out and talk to them regarding that matter, reach out to them. Me, on the other hand, I reached out to them myself, as I do. I reached out to ABC, and I wanted to voice my concerns because I do have concerns regarding this matter. I don't want to see Joe on my TV screen regarding the New Year's Rockin' Eve on ABC. I don't need Fat Joe on my screen. I don't need that. I don't need that. I won't be able to enjoy my New Year with Fat Joe on my screen. So I reached out to ABC. Remember, hit those emails up. Hit those emails up and let your voice be heard. Fat Joe needs to be dealt with. Reach out to the emails. Reach out to the call centers. But I reached out to ABC just to voice my concern about having him perform at the New Year's Rockin' Eve. I don't think that it's in good faith for them to allow him to be performing there. So I wrote ABC Network. I wrote them. I am writing to express my concerns regarding rapper Fat Joe upcoming performance on New Year's Rockin' Eve with Ryan Seacrest this Tuesday. It has come to my attention that he has made derogatory remarks towards the foundational Black Americans community. These statements made on Math Hoffa's My Expert Opinion podcast have drawn significant backlash on social media. In his comments, Fat Joe referred to FBA individuals as broke N-words in a disrespectful manner and inaccurately labeled millions of Black Americans, descendants of slavery, as a racist hate group. I believe that anti-Semitism and discrimination against Black Americans should not be tolerated in any form. I urge the network and Ryan Seacrest to carefully consider these remarks made by Fat Joe. Such statements do not reflect the values of ABC and do not represent America as a whole. Thank you for your attention to this important matter. Sincerely. Now, listen, I seriously hope that ABC pulls the plug on the Fat Joe appearance on ABC. ABC, you don't need Fat Joe. Like, come on. Does anybody remember when Fat Joe performed at Yankee Stadium? He's a terrible performer. Garbage. One of the worst hip-hop performers on the planet. He's a terrible hip-hop performer. You don't need Fat Joe on the stage. Rock out with Ja Rule. Rock out with, whoever else you got on the bill. You got Dougie Fresh on there, great performer. Ja Rule, great performer. Rock out with them. You don't need Fat Joe on the bill. So I implore you guys, reach out to ABC regarding this matter. Let me put that email back on the screen for y'all. Reach out to ABC. Voice your concern. A lot of y'all have been asking for the emails. A lot of y'all have been asking what are the emails that I should reach out to. He's performing on ABC New Year's Rockin' Eve with Ryan Seacrest, happening this Tuesday. That's 2 days from today. Actually, that's 1 day from today. You got Sunday, you got Monday. It's happening on Tuesday. Reach out and talk to ABC. If you're a foundational Black American, reach out and talk to them. We don't want to see foundational Black Americans don't want to see Fat Joe on our screens. We're trying to go into the next year without derogatory statements, without thoughts of racism, without a racist rhetoric. We're trying to go into the new year with a refreshed state of mind, feeling good about ourselves. We don't want to go into the next year with Fat Joe's derogatory statements and racist rhetoric. We don't want that for the next year. We don't want that for 2025. Yeah, so reach out to ABC regarding that matter. I think it's of critical importance that you do. And I also reached out. A lot of people have been telling me that he's doing business with CVS. So I reached out to CVS. I had to reach out to CVS as well. He has a partnership with Rewind It 10. One of my mods told me that he actually is a partner of Rewind It 10. So I reached out to CVS regarding Rewind It 10 and them doing business with Rewind It 10. Because and I've been watching. I don't know if Fat Joe has some type of he's putting ads in the videos of people criticizing him for the FBA statements. But there's been significant Fat Joe commercials on my videos. I've been watching. But let's get back into it. So I reached out to CVS. Dear CVS, I hope this message finds you. I am writing to express my concern regarding my recent remarks made by rapper Fat Joe during his appearance on Math Hoffa's My Expert Opinion podcast. His comments about foundational Black Americans, FBAs, have sparked considerable backlash on social media with derogatory references that are deeply troubling. Fat Joe described FBAs using offensive terms and accurately labeled them as a hate group and racist. This characterization is not only unfounded but undermines the rich contributions that foundational Black Americans have made to the growth and the prosperity of of the United States. It is essential that you recognize that this is a community that is diverse and cannot be reduced to harmful stereotypes. Regrettably, Fat Joe has not issued an apology or clarification regarding his statements. His previous comments included derogatory remarks about black women, further highlight a pattern of disrespect that is concerning, using racial slurs and making disparaging remarks as a non-black man is unacceptable. And I believe it does not reflect the values of your brand. I firmly believe that any form of racism, whether it be anti-Semitism or discrimination towards black Americans, should not be tolerated. That's a fact. Given the context, I urge you to consider severing ties with Fat Joe and rewind to 10. If he does not publicly apologize to the foundational black American community, thank you for taking the time and consider my concerns. Listen, I'm reaching out to these places. Now listen, reach out to CVS, reach out to ABC. Let your voice be heard. Foundational black Americans, let your voice be heard. Reach out to the ABCs, networks. Reach out to the CVSs. Fat Joe must apologize to the foundational black American community. He's very disrespectful. This whole, attitude, I ain't apologizing for nothing. That whole New York attitude, you can S my D from the back. All that, New York, that's not going to fly with us tonight. We want an apology. We want a formal apology. We want you crying tears on your knees, sobbing. Talking about, please forgive me. I'm sorry. Black people have been supporting me my whole life. That's what we want you on your knees, Joe. Apologizing. That's, and then maybe we'll think about, we're putting this to the side. But right now, it's all steams ahead on you, Joe. We're on your head top. The emails are going to keep coming. The complaints are going to keep coming. The phone calls, the emails, the reaching out to the sponsors, reaching out to the endorsements. It's going to keep coming, Joe. Issue that apology. You disrespected foundational black Americans. You're almost 60 years old, Joe. You should have some maturity at this age. I know you're 60 years old as a white Hispanic man still using the N-word. Where's your maturity? Where's your sophistication? You've been rich majority of your life, but you're still running around using the N-word. Listen, y'all, I need y'all to hit ABC, hit CVS, and voice your concern. Let them know how you're feeling. Let them know how let them know. Let them know how FBA is feeling us as a community. It's of critical importance. Let me know what you guys think of this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in another video. We are out. Toodles. These studies acknowledge me, honestly, put the seat back and I gotta see why does your little mama wanna suck in the swallow me, why